we had there an open API, open banking, open innovation, and I moved to this exciting world of healthcare only 2.5 years ago. I'm not sure I wasn't the reason to bring COVID with me, because it really helped doing innovation. But I'll start with a small question. Who do you think that really led the digital transformation in healthcare? Was it like CDO, CTO? So I heard someone say COVID, and it's actually right. I do believe that obviously the people in the organization really move and push towards innovation, but COVID helped us do things much faster in this industry. And when I arrived here, I started thinking, how did my CEO and also Professor Sprecher, that is really pushing innovation here in Ichilov, how do they want me to push innovation in an organization that's really based and are dealing with people's life every day? They're in a survival mode every day. And me coming very excited, speaking about innovation, digital, let's do all kind of exciting initiative, doesn't really matter. So I really wondered, how can I push innovation in this direction, in this environment? And I started building a whole a work plan that started from doing research, what are the biggest trends in the whole world, and how we in Israel, with all the innovation power that we have, can implement that, and looking about different situations that we have here in the hospital, different people that can be the champions to lead innovation, and come with the very quick wins and different initiatives that will do impact, and other people will want to help me push innovation. But then when COVID came, we had to do all this 3 years plan into very short time, and to show impact so that the innovation will trust the whole digital and innovation area. And that's how I want to present to you a few initiatives that we started through COVID, and COVID really helped us with. So first of all, in Israel, as you know, we have a very powerful army force, and many of the innovative initiatives come from there. And one of the biggest companies is Elbit. Elbit does different solutions for army and war situations. And then we in Ichilov thought that we can take a system of Elbit that you use via war and use it here in the hospital, because the hospital was kind of a chaos, kind of a war zone. So we took, yeah, it's funny, but not funny. we took their solution, and we did a POC with a very new solution they had to help all the staff also speak with each other, like in and out the COVID areas, that it's like a dirty area and a clean area that's outside, and how they record the patient status. How does the patient speak with their families outside? And also, like, if they have an alarm mode, how do they alarm the staff outside? So we took an army system, we implemented it here, and after the like when COVID started to get better, they actually took the system and did a spin-off, and now it's a standalone startup that they are selling to different hospitals. So it's something really cool that I think Ichilov was one of the pioneers in this initiative.
What does the system do?
So it's a system that you have. They have like connection and for like nurse and stuff outside of the COVID area, okay. And you have different systems in the dirty area of the COVID, and they could connect to one each other. It could record and write the condition of the patient. It could help video chat the patient from in the COVID center to out, and him seeing his family and other different things. And also they have like an alarm mode, so if something happened, it alarms to the correct people. Another interesting thing that it does, like they have a location service there, so you could see, like, as the head of a certain division or a section of the COVID, you could see where is your staff and if they are doing okay and stuff like that. So it's really it was really helpful. Another thing is using chatbots that you all know. It's something very familiar, but in the healthcare industry, it wasn't that familiar. And we did something really cool that we called it Corey. It was the COVID bot, and it helped the whole population to check whether their symptoms may lead to COVID, whether they need to stay at home, whether they need to come to the ER or other things. And it was really in the really beginning, so people didn't know what to do. So it really helped reduce the uncertainty and like make people less anxiety and stuff. And then we took the same chatbot and implemented it in the hospital for the staff, how they should dress. Because if you remember, there was a period they had to dress to cover everything up, if they can take their phone inside with patients and other things. And now we're taking the chatbots to different areas. Something else we did, we did an omni-channel, so I don't want to get into that because I think you probably all know that, but a one-stop shop connection with patients. We did use a lot of telemedicine, like we use worldwide. We implemented an app for the whole staff and the whole hospital that they can also get different informations, but also everything they need in the HR area. And we did different collaborations with big companies like Microsoft, Amazon, that were really helpful during that time with different analysts and force that they gave us. So as I mentioned earlier, we took different solutions from different industries, and I will drill down to that in a second. But I think that we got different conclusions from COVID. First of all, that time to market is super acute also in healthcare industry, because in healthcare we're used to going to like a trip in innovation of 10 years, 15 years, but we understood that in some situations we need the time to market and to work very agile and not in the waterfall area like we used to do, and to try things on the field. And that takes me to the next thing, is the tolerance. People can make mistakes, and some mistakes in the healthcare industry take people's lives. So how do we do mistakes and let people try different things, but hedge it and not make tragic outcomes out of it? Something else that came a lot from the innovation area of Professor Sprecher is all the cloud computing and taking different systems that we have into the cloud, and also the website that they did in our research and development, and other systems that we're taking, like CRM, we're taking it to the cloud, and it's something very different here in Israel. And the main conclusion for me is that the organization understood that digital is something that it's a must-have. It's not nice to have anymore. So I want to, now I showed you a bit of the background, but I want to show you some of our future